We are back. A crisp new year and a brand new spanking season of the J1 League is finally upon us. 20 teams to duke it out for top honours this year, and the opening fixtures mark out the country all the way from Sapporo in the north down to Fukuoka. The curtain raiser took place at the Todoroki Stadium, champions Kawasaki hosting Yokohama F Marinos in the Kanagawa derby. Two more derbies on the cards for round one. Urawa welcomed rivals Tokyo, and Kobe were at home against Gamba Osaka. A Kanagawa derby between the two previous champions set the stage for this showdown on opening day. Fresh from the Super Cup victory the week before, Kawasaki looked to pick up right where they left off as they hosted the Marinos. Patrick Kinghorn has your commentary.
It was the two Maitoma goals, and Kobayashi with the winner. They're through on goal, and Paolo Benarobi makes the first meaningful save of the contest as darting through almost unseen was Kaoru Maitoma, that danger man we spoke of. Nice layout from Leandro. That was an important save. Wakizaka gets it back. Ianaga looking for the return now. Joining the party is Tanaka. Back flick, Ianaga! 1-0! The champions lead, and it has been coming. It might not be spectacular at first glance, but the replay will show you this is a supremely worked team goal. The Marinos stood a mile off. Wonderful build-up play involving Tanaka, Miki Yamane, Wakizaka, and the man that started it all, Akihiro Ianaga, with a left-foot rifle, giving Paolo Benarobi no chance. Wakizaka's corner is a good one! And somehow it doesn't go in again. Leandro Damiao that time. The 13-goal man from last season. Very close to being off the mark this. And again, the keeper there. You have to question his decision-making. He left the goal unattended. Never had a hope of getting there before the flick on from his own player, as it turned out, Thiago Martins. Not many options for him, and they've coughed it straight back to Tanaka. Tanaka. Oh, he's left Nakagawa for dead. Tanaka's cross! That is another sensational goal by the champs! They double the lead just before the break, and I think you can stick a fork in this one. It looks over already. Tanaka with the cross. Akihiro Ianaga, when he should have a first-half hat-trick. The Marinos, all kinds of problems clearing out from the back. Wonderful cross from Tanaka. And the only thing Akihiro Ianaga's done wrong in this half is not have a hat-trick. Not much again that Paolo Benarobi could do about that. Yes, it's his near post, but the header was unstoppable. In the Frontale final third, as that header comes in from Adu Onewu. Just the first effort on target from the Marinos. 47 minutes it's taken to get one. And then strike. Hold on. Adu Onewu through on goals. 3-on-2 here. Onewu off the post! With Jung Seung Rong beaten. Uncharacteristic coughing up of possession by Frontale. Onewu. Pay. Up the other end, here's Leandro. This will be typical Frontale. Good save, Paolo Benarobi. And no blue shirt following up. Kawasaki Frontale are worthy winners. The defending champions get the defence off to a solid start as they bid to win their fourth crown in 5 years. Two first-half goals, both scored by Akihiro Ianaga. The first after 21 minutes, after wonderful teamwork from Tanaka, Yasutu Wakizaka, and a glorious back heel from Miki Yamane. It's finished here in the Kanagawa derby at the Todoroki on the opening day of this season. Friday night football in J1. Kawasaki Frontale 2, Yokohama F Marinos.
The Sapporo Dome saw its first opening day game since 2012, and while Consadole Sapporo hadn't done much in the way of transfer activity, a solid and experienced core squad could see them get the better of opponents Yokohama FC. Here's Patrick again.
Kaneko, twists and turns. To get the crossway probably, but this has dropped to the edge of the box and a chance for an early effort that's deflected and in! Well, what a soft goal to concede so early. Yoshiaki Komai will take the credit, but it took a wicked deflection and somehow got past the new signing from Shimizu, Yuji Rokutan. But a shocking goal for Yokohama to concede so early. Yeah, by Tashihiro, but they're at the races again. Oh, this could get ugly quickly here. Look at the space they've got down this right-hand side. They find Kaneko. Kaneko's got Anderson Lopez waiting in the middle. Kaneko might try and get the shot away on his own. He deflected again and in again! Goodness gracious me! Takuro Kaneko is another deflection, but another goal that'll go down in the ledger of the Sapporo number 9, and they lead by 2 inside 3.5 minutes. Extraordinary scenes here at the Sapporo Dome. Could be under pressure here. Is this one back? Yes, it is! Well, out of nothing really, Kleber gets his first goal in a Yokohama jersey. Sapporo guilty of being a little bit lax, and unlike Frontale sitting back, they're unable to cling on to a 2-goal lead. It's been reduced to now just 1. And Kleber, who's been their busiest and most industrious player, gets his reward just before the half-hour mark. A lovely header on into the path of Takaga. The header from Agawa was influential in that goal. Komai, over the top, look at Ogishiwa, Anderson Lopez! Now that is some special team goal. An improvised finish of Anderson Lopez, who gets the goal his industry's deserved in this first half, and that could be the killer blow to Yokohama right on half-time. And let's not underestimate the impact of Chanatip's ball into the box for that goal as well. Intelligent football from Ogishiwa, he's been brilliant in the first half, but he's had to chest it in. It won't be the prettiest goal he scored in terms of the finish, but it's certainly one of the best Sapporo have scored in recent times in terms of the teamwork involved. Anderson Lopez has come up with this, you know. He's got Chanatip in support. Anderson Lopez, Chanatip to his left. Does Anderson Lopez need him? He went for goal and Rokutan saved. It's not gone yet though. Kaneko, is this the 4th before the break? It is! Kaneko's got 2, Sapporo's got 4. You can stick a fork in this when it's done, and this is just going to be a question of how many they get in the second stanza. Anderson Lopez's industry once again created the opportunity where it looked like there wouldn't be one. Chanatip in support, Ogashiwa in support, he gets the shot away, but Rokutan's save comes out to Kaneko. 1 touch, 2 touch, they stand off him far too much, and he curled it round beautifully with his left foot, and Rokutan's beaten for the 4th time in the half. Over the top, is he onside here? Maybe he is. Ogashiwa! Oh, he still can't score! And the flag stayed down there. There was no delayed flag after the event. But it's like they're playing against 10 men, even 9 at times, and he timed that run to perfection. Here is a player you're going to be seeing a lot more of this season. Did everything right but score. Band striking up, and they were striking up in the first couple of minutes when Sapporo scored twice. Can they greet the music with another score? Pulls it back, Anderson Lopez, Chanatip! The time Messi only got 1 goal in the whole of last season, but he's got 1 after just 76 minutes of the 2021 campaign. They'll be cheering that one in Thailand. And on balance, you have to say they deserve more than drawing a blank in the second half, and they won't be drawing a blank after Chanatip emphatically smashes home. Good work from Komai, squared it, Anderson Lopez shielded it, and Chanatip buried it. Worrying signs moving forward for Yokohama. Sapporo bowling over one of the lesser lights, or whether they can become true title contenders. They've beaten Yokohama convincingly here. It's finished here at the Sapporo Dome. Consadole Sapporo 5, Yokohama FC 1.
Urawa made a shrewd coaching appointment in nabbing Ricardo Rodriguez after his fine work in guiding Tokushima to promotion, and the Spaniard faced his first challenge as the Reds hosted Cup winners FC Tokyo. VAR is safely installed in the J1 League this season, and within 5 minutes it ruled out an early strike from Kenyu Sugimoto. Following that, the best chance wasn't until time added on for stoppages. Ryosuke Yamanaka's free kick deflecting off the backside of his teammate and into the goalkeeper's hands. It took 74 minutes for the first goal to come, and it was a bit of a messy one. Urawa's Yuki Abe with the final touch. Tokyo goalkeeper Hatano made a good save to stop Urawa going 2-up after Sugimoto's header. And that opened the doors for Tokyo's 86th minute equaliser. Masato Morishige glancing home Hirotaka Mita's free kick. 1-1 it finished. Sanfrecce are in a good place to improve in 2021, blending a youthful and experienced squad. A chance to put theory to the test then, as last season's strugglers Vegalta Sendai came to visit. Midway through the first half and Vegalta were reduced to 10 men. Simao Mate sent off after that challenge on Junior Santos. Responding almost immediately to the numerical advantage, Junior Santos, with the help of a deflection, put Sanfrecce 1-0 up. 12 minutes into the second half, Sanfrecce looking for a second. Big scramble, and it all involved a double save from Jakub Sloik. Sloik to the rescue again in the 73rd minute, denying Santos. 9 minutes left and Vegalta's Martinos tries a sneaky free kick when everyone was expecting the ball to be played into someone's head. 4 minutes left and Sloik, a major candidate for man of the match, another big save denying Shunki Higashi. And that set up the equaliser at the other end of the field with just seconds remaining. Shuhei Akasaki sneaking a point for Vegalta. Newly promoted J2 champions Tokushima Vortis would start their campaign in the top flight without new manager Danny Poyatos, and a trip to the Showa Dome to face Oita would certainly put their mettle to the test. For COVID reasons, Poyatos can't yet be there in person, but I'm sure watching on television he'd be pleased with a 37th minute opener from Takeru Kishimoto. 3 minutes before the break and Vortis almost went 2-up. Goalkeeper going walkabout, Taisei Miyashiro's header just wide. Oita, looking for a second half equaliser, saw Yuya Takazawa with a super first touch, but his shot denied by the goalkeeper. But Oita's equaliser did come just before the hour mark. Arata Watanabe picking up on the loose ball, and it all finished 1-1. Half-time on the J1 League GOALZONE Show. When we return, a trip to Fukuoka to check in on the other new boys. All the action from the opening weekend of Asia's best football league, it's all coming up on the J1 League GOALZONE Show. After being let go by Cerezo, Miguel Lotina landed at Shimizu, and his first obstacle came at the Kashima soccer stadium. One of the contenders of the season, the Antlers were primed to get their campaign off to a roaring start against last season's strugglers. Just before the half-hour mark, Shuichi Gonda and Shimizu's right-hand post, denying Everaldo and Shoma Doi respectively. Doi's relationship with the woodwork continued in the second half, this time from 12 yards out, striking the crossbar. The woodwork continued to play a part, but there would be goals in this one, and they all came in the final 15 minutes. First of all, Ryotaro Araki smashing one home for Kashima. 2 minutes later though, Shimizu would equalise. Thiago Santana making his J-League debut, scoring with his left foot. And with 7 minutes left, Shimizu would go 2-1 up. A very committed Yusuke Goto putting his team ahead. And they would seal their win 2 minutes from time, courtesy of an own goal from Ayase Ueda. Shimizu 3-1 away winners. 2020's last place team, Shonan Bellmare, would be hoping for a different ending as they kicked off their new season. A chance to rewrite their fortunes then as they welcomed Sagan Tosu. As early as the 4th minute, we saw a fabulous solo run from Yuki Ohashi. His shot, though, crashing back off the crossbar. In response, just 12 minutes later, Noriyoshi Sakai's first-time attempt, hitting the side netting. Shonan had the ball in the back of the net in the 39th minute, courtesy of Takuya Okamoto, but Naoki Yamada was adjudged to have handled the ball in the process. And that meant that the only legal goal of the game came in the 74th minute. VAR helping the referee award a penalty kick that was smashed home by Daichi Hayashi. 1-0 to the visitors. With a new manager installed at Cerezo, the Osakan club would be hoping to better their 4th place finish in 2020. They hosted a Kashiwa side that had seen the departure of prolific striker Olunga, last season's Golden Boot winner. The man trying to fill those golden boots is Cristiano. 8 minutes in, and a poor first touch was followed up by a less than perfect finish. Cerezo thought they'd gone ahead in the 28th minute, but upon closer inspection, Yusuke Maruhashi had handled the ball at the far post. No goal. Cerezo on the attack 10 minutes before half-time. Yoshito Okubo goes down under minimal contact. Takumi Kamijima is adjudged to have fouled him, and as the last man receives a red card. Okubo played in J2 last year, but he's the J1's all-time leading goal scorer, and now playing against 10 men, added to his tally 3 minutes before the break. And Cerezo made it 2-0, picking up all 3 points with their 3rd effort in quick succession. Tatsuhiro Sakamoto sealing the deal. With Andres Iniesta on the sidelines recovering from thigh surgery, Vissel Kobe needed an inspiring start to better their disappointing 14th place in 2020. They took on last season's runners-up Gamba in the Kansai derby. Mark Richmond with your commentary.
Kawasaki, Usami still begging for the ball. Yamamoto takes over now. Ball played in inside for Takashi Usami! Usami with his first real shot in anger in this game. He was just flirting around the area for the longest times before he spotted this, and he sensed the danger. The moment the ball got to him, shifted superbly well. Goalkeeper reacted fast enough for Maekawa to prevent the ball from going into the back of the net. This time it swung right back in. Couldn't get over player on the near post, which was Goke. Much better cross this time for Patrick. Oh, it's a lovely save by Maekawa. Wouldn't have counted anyway. I think Patrick would have fouled this player already before Yajima took that shot on. It's almost a carbon copy of how he scored that goal in the Super Cup, just running in from the back. Patrick had come from an offside position, that's why the flag went up. Fujiharu's worked the 1-2 well. The angle's opened up for the cross, of which he's gone very far. Sakai watchful yet again. Surely that's handball. The referee hasn't called it. The Vissel player is not happy at all. Maekawa's been forced to pull off another very splendid save. Was this handball? Might VAR have chalked this up? Onose kept it alive. There we go. Usami it was in a dangerous position. Second effort on target by the boy wonder. Second time denied by the goalkeeper. Ideguchi Don't want to get into that arm wrestle with him. Furuhashi's found some room. Furuhashi! And just like last season, the player who scored Visero's opening goal of the J-League season's done it again in 2021. Kyogo Furuhashi, it has been coming from him. And that ball over the top of the defense, which has caused trouble, especially with Furuhashi running in between left back and left centre back, has finally done the trick for Vissel Kobe. Gamba Osaka, who only lost 2 last year away from home. They've started the 2021 season with a one-away loss as they go down at the Nagoya Stadium by a 1-0 against Vissel Kobe.
Avispa Fukuoka, back in J1 for the first time since 2016, have spent most of the last 20 years bouncing between the top 2 divisions. Set on trying to keep their spot in the league this time, their first hurdle came in the form of Nagoya Grampus, a side that broke the record for most clean sheets last season. Here's Shizan Haq.
Seems to be a little tug on Kakitani. Play continues. He's seen quite a bit of the ball already, hasn't it, Yuki Soma? Mateus cuts inside beautifully. Can he then now take the shot? He does! Oh, what a start that is. Right through the legs of the goalkeeper. And Mateus gives Nagoya Grampus the lead. But it was all a little too easy, wasn't it? And Delight. What a brilliant start. We did say Mateus is the danger man. Oh, that's a great shot. Yuki Soma absolutely smashed it. And we've got to give credit there to Murakami for pulling off the save. Here's Yoshida. Oh, it was clever, wasn't it? Still alive here! Mateus! They all went to sleep. Yamasaki had an attempt. It was blocked, and then it was a case of ball watching. And the quickest to it was Mateus, who's now got 2 for himself and Nagoya Grampus. And they've conceded early at the starts of both halves. Well, that is the first chance. It hits the woodwork. I think that was off Mendes, wasn't it? That's their first opportunity. Did have Langerak scrambling there. And will that just give them the boost that they need? So they've made 4 changes. That loops over the keeper! Oh, wow! Just after the substitution. And the man who's come in not too long ago, Kanamori, gets a goal back here. A bemused look on the face of Yoshida. Well, that took everyone by surprise. Shuchi going forward. Langerak will get there first. A couple of nervy moments. He may have also just overstretched himself a little bit. But it's a good win. The scoreline may not necessarily reflect that, but it's about as dominant a 2-1 as you'll see. Final score is Avispa Fukuoka 1, Nagoya Grampus 2.
And so to a roundup of the results from opening day. Champions Kawasaki showing no signs of letting up as they took a 2-0 win over the Marinos. Consadole Sapporo started their campaign positively as they stamped their authority all over Yokohama FC. Shimizu scored 3 goals on their way to a big W, upsetting the Kashima cart. Gamba fell by a goal and came away empty-handed at the Kansai derby in Kobe. Consadole Sapporo leading the league's largest ever field of 20 on opening day then by virtue of goal difference. 6 other teams managed to notch a win in round 1, last season's champions Frontale sitting in 3rd. The 2 Yokohama clubs take the 2 bottom places after first round losses, but there'll be plenty to watch at the foot of the table as strugglers and newcomers alike fight to stay alive, with 4 teams due to be relegated this season. The opening weekend provided a lot of thrills then, some late drama, and most importantly, plenty of goals to whet your appetite for what this season should bring. You can be sure we'll have it all for you here on the J1 League Goal Zone Show. My name's Steve Dawson, and we'll see you next time.